Okay, here we have a sudoku puzzle we're going to work through. If you want to pause the video now and write these down, you can do that now and solve them, and then watch the video to confirm your solution. So I'll give you a second to pause the video and do that. And now I'm going to solve the puzzles. I'll start with this top left corner. And we could start with this top row or this column or the top left box. We're missing a 1. And we could see in this second row or this column or the top right box we're missing a 1. We could see down in this bottom right box we're missing a 1. We could see in this row, this column or the bottom left box we're missing a 1. And that's the solution for the first puzzle. The second puzzle, we could start with this bottom left box. And we know the 3 can't repeat in this column, so the 3 must have to go here. And then the 1 must go here for the bottom left box. Then for this top left box, we could see the 4 must go here, the 3 must go here, because the 3 can't repeat in that column, and the 4 cannot repeat in that column. Or you could look at this column and see it's missing a 4, and then you would see this top left box must be missing a 2, or you could go by this column and see this column is missing a 2. Then you can go to the top row and see you're missing a 3. And then you could go to this top right box and see you're missing a 1. Or you could go to this row and see you're missing a 4, 3, 2, 1. And that leaves us with the bottom box here. So we know this 4 cannot repeat in this column. And then this 4 cannot repeat in this row. So that leaves us with this square for a 4. Then we can see with this row, we're missing a 2. Then we can see with this column, we're missing a 1. And then we could see with this bottom right box, we're missing a 3. Or we could look at the row and see we're missing a 3, or we could go by this column and see that we're missing a 3. That's the solution for our second puzzle. Now for this puzzle here, we can see for this top left box, the 2 cannot repeat in the top row. And this 2 cannot repeat in this column. So then the 2 must go here. And then that leaves us with this column here is missing a 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we can see this top row is missing a 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we could see by this column we're missing a 3, or we could go by this row and see we're missing a 3, or we could also see by this top left box we're missing a 3. Okay, for this puzzle here, this first column I'm missing a 4, second column missing a 1, top row missing a 2, second row missing a 3, and then we can see the 3 cannot repeat in this column, the 3 cannot repeat in that row, so the 3 has to go there. Then the bottom row is missing a 4, and we can see this column is missing a 2, and this column is missing a 1. Or we could have went by the row or the bottom right box. So for this puzzle here, I would start with the top left box and see I'm missing a 1. And then I would go to this bottom left box, or I could go to this column or this column. So this column I'm missing a 1. This column I'm missing a 3. Bottom row we're missing a 1. This row here we're missing a 3. This 3 can't repeat in that column, and this 3 can't repeat in that row. So the 3 must go there. Then we can see we're missing a 2 in this column. And then we see the top row is missing a 4, and the second row is missing a 1. And then for our last puzzle, I'll start in the top left box. We're missing a 4, or we could have started with the column and see we're missing a 4. The second column is missing a 4, or the bottom left box is missing a 4. Also, we could see the bottom row is missing a 4. Now we can see this row here is missing a 2, or the bottom right box is missing a 2. Then we know this first row cannot repeat a 2, and this column cannot repeat a 2. So the 2 goes there. Then we can see in this row we're missing a 3. And then we could go by this column here, we're missing a 4. Then by the top right box we know we're missing a 1. Or we could have went by that row or that column.